What's happening, guys? Greg Hitchko here, and in this video, as you see, we are at the track and I am testing out this sweet JSV cone pipe against my stock pipe on the 1999 KX250. All right, guys, welcome back and thanks for following me on my journey with this 1999 KX250. So in this video, like I said, the guys over at JSV Exhaust sent me over this sweet cone pipe that they made for me over in Belgium, and I'm testing it out at the track today. And I literally just took off my helmet, set up the bike, set up the camera, and I'm talking to you guys about it. Sweat is literally still dripping off my face. So before we get to the performance aspect of it on the track, I mean, who doesn't love the look of a cone pipe? Basically, what these guys do is they hand make these pipes and take small rings and they weld it together by hand, piece by piece. The wait time for about one of these pipes is 12 to 14 weeks. That's how much demand they have, but it doesn't matter whether you have a vintage bike, a current KTM two-stroke, Husky two-stroke, or one of these mid-last generation two-strokes like my 1999 KX250. These guys make pipes for you, and I am so fortunate that these guys sent me over one to test on this bike. At the beginning of the day, I rode with the stock pipe first, and the stock pipe, don't get me wrong, is actually really good. I do enjoy the stock pipe. Not to compare models, but compare this bike against my 2007 KX250. I love the bottom end on this pipe. Requires a little bit of clutch, but not as much as my 07 KX250. Great mid-range hit, and I feel like it signs off a little bit early on top with the stock pipe, but overall, I feel like it just does everything good. There's no bad points of the pipe, I don't think, but as soon as I threw the JSV on, I was so curious because the shape of the pipe is actually pretty similar. The silencer, as you see here, is pretty much the same shape, the same length. So I was curious if there was going to be any differences that I noticed once I got onto the track. And when I started the bike up, it instantly sounds a little bit crisper. It feels a little bit more open, airy, which I love in a two-stroke sound. And as I made my way towards the track, I instantly got a smile on my face because I could just feel the little, I guess, pep in your step that it gave this bike as I was driving onto the track. The best way to describe it is it just feels more open. It just gives the bike more life with this pipe. Definitely more bottom end for sure. Had to use less clutch to get this thing in the meat of the power. One of my first thoughts, I would say, is that it had great roll-on power compared to the stock pipe, where the stock pipe I found myself on the clutch a little bit more. But the mid-range though is really where this thing gets into the meat of the power. Where the stock pipe, it definitely lays the power to the ground and gets you going straight. With this pipe, I actually had to use the clutch to tame the front wheel a little bit because I would come out of some of these corners and my front wheel would actually lift up off the ground as I hammered the throttle like I would with the stock pipe. It caught me off guard a few times, the amount of power that this thing was trying to deliver to the ground. So definitely a crazy mid-range hit, which I was surprised about, and I love it. After riding with this pipe, I would say I don't ever want to go back to the stock pipe. I just don't see why you would ever want to do that. If this pipe is offering more roll-on bottom and a stronger mid-range hit, there's other than having that stock bike look, I don't think I would ever go back to the stock pipe. As far as the top end speed, you guys see it's a tighter track here, tighter S turns, couple wide open sweeping left-hand turns, but there is one longer straightaway with a small table into this medium-sized double. We were able to kind of get into that top end range of the bike, and it felt great. I was kind of testing between third and fourth gear coming over the double jump here. I wanted to be more in that meat of the power, so I was hammering it in third and over revving in third. The bike was having no issues getting over the double jump compared to the stock pipe, where I felt like I had to go a little bit harder on the stock pipe to get it over. And like I said, the stock pipe on top wanted to sign off a little bit earlier than I would say compared to the JSV. So overall, I would just say it sounds cliche of me, but it's really not. I mean, I instantly felt this bike more open, more lively, more awake, from all the way from the bottom, mid to the top. So I really enjoy the JSV pipe, and thanks to those guys for sending me over one. Like I said, if you guys are interested in getting one of these to not only make the look of your bike nasty and gnarly, but if you want to increase the performance over your stock pipe as well, I know there's some other pipe companies out there, especially for these older two-strokes, where they make the pipes, but they don't have the pipes in stock. For Pro Circuit or FMF, for example, everybody wants the Works pipes, but those pipes are on back order for God knows when. So if you guys, we're going into winter now, it's October 9th, I'm shooting this video, so if you catch the video live, if you order one of these pipes going into winter, you're only waiting 12 to 14 weeks, 3.5 months max, which isn't long at all. So you got November, December, January, maybe February by the time you get the pipe and you're ready for spring and spring riding and into summer. So especially if you guys are wanting to join Cameron Niemela's Broke to Built contest for 2023, perfect time to get your order in on one of these cone pipes. But anyway, thank you again to the guys at JSV. I'm so pumped on the bike. Love the way it looks, especially with the purple theme that I got going on. Love the way that it performs on the track. If you guys enjoyed the riding content today, the information about the JSV pipe, hit the like button for me, subscribe to the channel, because you know we've got some more 1999 KX250 content coming at you. But as always, guys, ride hard, be safe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace!
Wow.